Good morning, everyone. Welcome to day 86 of Isolate, Meditate, Create. My name is Jessica Lynn Johnson. I am the founder and CEO of Soaring Solo, and Soaring Solo is a company dedicated to the direction and development of one person place. So welcome to this experience. Today we're in my kitchen because my puppy's sleeping over there, and I want to keep her quiet while we're meditating, so staying in this room with her. Please make sure that you have something nearby you to write with and write on. As soon as we are done meditating together, we're going to jump into the writing portion of this experience. So go ahead and find a comfortable seated position and just close your eyes and just start to let everything slow down and focus on your breath. Audibly exhaling out if you need to, just releasing tension and stress and tightness. And with every in-breath, just imagine that you are breathing in warm and nourishing light that is filling every inch of your body, soothing you, nourishing you, calming you down, giving you peace and serenity. And just let your mind begin to clear out. Notice any thoughts that are racing around. Just let them go, let them float on through. Letting go of your to-do lists or personal dramas. Just set that all down for now and be here in this present moment. And just take a moment to do a body scan from the top of your head to the bottom of your feet. And just notice where you might be carrying any tension or discomfort or pain. And breathe deeply into those places, further relaxing and releasing. And just imagine on every in-breath that you are breathing in things that serve you, that fill your cup. Breathing in optimism, hope, abundance, faith, love, joy, curiosity, creativity, passion, innovation, patience, forgiveness, love, whatever it is you need to call into your experience. Just imagine breathing that in on your in-breath. And with every exhale, release those things that do not serve you in this moment. Letting go of negativity, scarcity, unforgiveness, bitterness, resentment, guilt, shame, whatever it is you need to let go of. Just let that go on your out breath. And now start to imagine that your breath is transforming. And on your out breath, you are now giving back to the world whatever gifts you have to give in this moment. So you continue to breathe in those things that serve you, but now on your out breath, you're returning your humor, your creativity, your insight, your support, your encouragement. Whatever it is you have to give back to the world, just imagine giving that on your out breath and continuing this cycle of giving and receiving with your breath. And in the next few moments, I'm going to guide you through visualization. And I just ask that you trust whatever comes up for you. Try not to control it or make sense of it, knowing that you never have to share anything that comes up for you unless you choose to. So be very uncensored in this journey. I want you to bring to mind a time that you were deceived, a time that you were deceived, where you bought into some sort of a lie. Maybe this was a lie that you told yourself. Maybe this was an employer who misled you, or a significant other, or a best friend, a stranger, social media. Whatever it is, just recall a time that you were deceived. And as you recall this memory, allow as many of the details to come up for you as possible. How old were you when this happened? What year was it? What season of the year was it? Who else was involved? Where did it take place? Just recall as many details as you can as this memory surfaces. And how did you find out about this deceit? How did you find out that you had been told a lie, that, that the truth was something other than what you had perceived? How did you become aware of this? Was it your own intuition telling you? Did someone else reveal it to you? Did you walk into a situation, get smacked in the face with it? How did the truth present itself? And why was the truth hidden from you? Do you know why you were deceived? What was the motive of yourself, if you were lying to yourself, or what was the motive of this other person or this entity or group for lying to you, deceiving you? What was the motive? If you don't know for sure, what do you think the motive might have been? And how did you handle the truth when you were made aware of what the truth was? How did you handle that? How did you process it? How did you feel as you received the truth? And what did you learn from this experience? How did you change and transform because of this deceit and finding out the truth? And just take another moment to reflect upon this experience and this memory and see what else your intuition or your imagination want to tell you about it, want to reveal to you or remind you of. Just spend one more moment reflecting on this. Taking in a deep breath. And on our exhale, coming back to this moment, reach for whatever it is you have to write with and write on. And I'm going to set my timer for 8 minutes. And I just want you to jump in and write about whatever came up for you. There's no perfect way to do this. It's just about expressing yourself. So some ideas you could write from first person and just recount the details as you recall them. You could write a scene between you and the other person or people that this happened with, and in solo theater, you would be playing all of those characters. You could write a piece of poetry or song lyrics, or you could even embody deception, or you could embody truth and personify them and give them a voice. So go for it. I'll let you know when your time is up. A little over 4 minutes left. A little over a minute left. Okay, that's our time. Please wrap up your writing. And if you wrote in a journal or a notebook, I would encourage you to carve out some time, probably today, so it doesn't get away from you, to transcribe what you've written into a document on your computer and save it. It's so important that we have our our beautiful words saved somewhere and that we aren't searching for it on napkins and notebooks and all over the place later on. So try and keep that in one place. And also share what you've written if there's someone that you feel is safe and supportive of your creative journey. I encourage you to be witnessed. So find someone who can just hold that space for you to share what you've written. And then if you'd like feedback, I would say in the infancy stages of receiving feedback on a piece, the only two things I'd recommend asking for are questions and praises. So things that they didn't understand that they needed more clarity on, and things that they loved and appreciated. I think that allows you to continue to grow as an artist, but also be really in touch with your own intuition and your own creative voice while you're developing your pieces. So you'll see over in the chat, I put several announcements. We have a lot coming up in this September and beyond. So feel free to jot those down. Starting with 1 week from today, on September 30th, Wednesday, September 30th at 7 p.m. We have the Soaring Solo Salon, and that is going to be featuring 6 members of the Soaring Solo community who are sharing brand new work, brand new excerpts of solo work, memorized and polished, but definitely still works in progress. It's going to be a really exciting evening, and we are going to safely rotate everyone in and out throughout the evening. So they have an opportunity to be on stage and perform in an actual theater, but stay healthy and safe during this time. So you can purchase tickets for that at soaringSoloStudios.com. Just go under the events tab and upcoming solo shows, and you'll see the Soaring Solo Salon right there. Tickets are just $15, and they go toward saving, a portion of the proceeds go toward saving the Whitefire Theater and keeping it afloat during these challenging times. So your support is really appreciated. Not to mention, you're going to learn a tremendous amount. The more solo theater we see, the more we learn about our own aesthetic and the techniques and the things that work and do not work. Also, my next 100% free, 100% awesome solo theater class is happening on Saturday, October 3rd via Zoom. So you can tune in for that. You don't have to have any experience. You don't have to come with writing samples, although there is a prepared work section of class. So if you did want to share something you've been working on in front of the group, just select prepared work when you RSVP on my website, and I try to see as many people as I can. And again, you just RSVP at soaringSoloStudios.com under free stuff, and that is via Zoom. And if you missed any days of this experience of IMC, you can catch up on my YouTube channel. Just go to Jessica Lynn Johnson's Soaring Solo LLC on YouTube. I have a couple different YouTube channels, so just make sure it's the one that says Jessica Lynn Johnson, Soaring Solo LLC, and you'll see all 86 days of Isolate, Meditate, Create, and a whole bunch of other videos with tips and tricks for solo artists. So there's a bunch of free content on there that's meant to help you on your solo journey. And of course, if you wanted to work with me in a more professional capacity, to go over any of the writing you've done in this experience or outside of this, you can always book a one-on-one initial consultation with me. It's $59 for an hour via Zoom. I also have small group sessions, which are just $35 for 2 hours, and power pair sessions, which are just $45, and those are 75-minute sessions with you and another artist and myself. So lots of different offerings. We're also rolling out intensives each month, which I'll talk about in a moment. But you can email me about any of those, soaringsoloartist@gmail.com. And then the Black Voices Festival is happening right now at the Whitefire Theater. My fellow board member, well, she's on the advisory board, Juliet Jeffers, is curating this wonderful event for the Black Voices Festival happening at Whitefire. It's live streaming. It's happening now through mid-November, and several members of the Soaring Solo community are going to be a part of that festival as well. So it's just a historic and meaningful time to be creating, and so your support would be great for that as well. Information for the Soaring Solo people who are in that festival is on my website. So again, if you just go under events on my website, you're going to see the full calendar of solo shows, and it will say which festival each show is a part of. So check that out. And then the Santa Monica Playhouse is also live streaming shows. They're doing a Best of Fest festival themselves, and they're featuring several members of the Soaring Solo community as well, live streaming from their stages, and that's all free. It's 100% free theater. So I have that listed on my website also. under the events page. And as I said, several of your community members will be involved in that. And then I just started doing, I don't know if any of you caught this, but on Saturday morning, I released a strategy session. So I'm doing Soaring Solo strategy sessions. That's a lot of S's. And those are going to be happening on Saturday mornings. And they're videos that are just focused on one specific aspect of solo theater and taking a deep dive into that. And they're short videos, but lots of information. So the one that I just did this past Saturday was about the new normal and being performers in a new normal where our audience is through a camera lens. And how do we adjust to that? So if you're interested in that, again, visit my website, visit my YouTube channel, and you will see the new normal video under the strategy sessions. And then also Heather Dowling, who's an award-winning and touring and rave-reviewed solo artist. She is also now an official Soaring Solo instructor. We are finishing up our intensive this evening on creating captivating characters. And our October intensive is already sold out. However, if you'd like to save a spot in the November intensive, email me for more details about that. But essentially, it's from 7 to 9 p.m. Wednesday evenings. It's $149 for 4 weeks of a real deep dive into character work and techniques for solo theater. And you're going to love it. So email me at soaringsoloartist@gmail.com for more information about that. Whew, okay, I think that's everything. Thank you all so very much. I'll leave the chat up for a little while in case you want to say hi to each other and all of that, or jot down any of those announcements I just gave you. But have a beautiful Wednesday. Bye, everyone.